last night's football game, I told you, Chris, didn't I tell you? And I'll sit here and remind everybody when I'm right, which is my right to be in this position, in this chair, in a show in a format like this, to say last week when we were turning the page from week 6 to week 7, I said, you know what? Brady and the Raiders, at the time was a Sunday night football game. I'm like, you know what? Everyone's looking forward to that. It is great. Game I'm looking forward to the most this week is Seattle at Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona had just dismantled your Cowboys. Seattle, as we know, are coming off of a bye and can't, as I mentioned, I'm not the first to say this, but as I mentioned, just incapable of playing a normal football game. I guess the only normal football game that they played this year was week 1 in Atlanta when they went in and blew them out, and, right. And the game was essentially over by the third quarter. That's about it. But everything else is frenetic, off the walls, just like their coach, chomping gum, hopping up and down, dancing, and all that stuff. I mean, they literally play games like Pete Carroll's id. That's it. Pete Carroll's id comes on display when Russell Wilson is out there on the field running around and DK Metcalf is running down Budda Baker like that
100 yards
last night. Oh, my God. That play last night, clubhouse leader of play of the year, DK Metcalf can catch 15 touchdowns, 20 touchdowns this year. He can damn near go for Megatron's 2,000-yard season record if he wants to do.
Yeah.
Okay? And he's built like him. Nothing will compare to a seeming pick six of Russell Wilson deep in Arizona's end by the man of the moment from Monday night in Dallas, Budda Baker, running free, DK Metcalf finding a second gear and running through him like he did on my 40-yard dash simulcam from a couple years ago at the Combine, which I have since posted. And that was just the beginning. That was just the setup. Boy, oh boy, do I love these teams the way that they are fashioned. Seattle went ahead and got themselves their own version of Russell Wilson, which is what appears to be with Kyler Murray, who's becoming to feel his own oats right now. If you see barking at people who are not performing up to his expectation level. I think Patrick Peterson is going to join us in about 20 minutes' time. Had to go over to Kyler after he was ripping his tight ends who didn't block for a screen for DeAndre Hopkins, a proverbial new one. Kind of had him like, okay, here we go. And then the Seahawks up by 10 because Murray throws an interception, his worst pass of the night, in which he completed over 70% of his passes. You give Seattle an extra inch, they'll take that yard, and they did. Tyler Lockett, 200 yards receiving that he topped in overtime. Carlos Hyde running his head off with Chris Carson injuring himself on that DK Metcalf rundown of Budda Baker. And overtime hits because Seattle couldn't get one last first down. Boy, was I stunned when they could not pick up that first down, giving an extra set of life to Kyler Murray, who set his kicker up for a field goal. And the reason why they needed a touchdown instead of a field goal is because the field goal that was previously kicked that went through the uprights was taken off the board because of a personal foul leverage penalty on Seattle. That led to a touchdown, leading to only needing a three-pointer to get to overtime, in which the following happened. A rare sack of Russell Wilson when Seattle got the ball first. First sack of the night, period, for either team. Then Arizona gets the ball back, sets up Zane Gonzalez for the game-winning 41-yarder that goes through the uprights, except for the fact his own team called timeout because it looked like he wasn't going to get the kickoff on time. You don't want to take a 41-yarder and make a 46-yarder, so you got to burn your own timeout, effectively icing your kicker, who then misses the 41-yarder, giving Seattle new life, after which Russell Wilson threw a third interception of the night. Last time, he threw he had a 3-interception game 50 starts ago. I looked it up. Week 13, 2017 at Jacksonville in a loss. Isaiah Simmons, the top 10 drafted rookie's the one who picks him off, sets up Arizona for the win. But the reason why Simmons picked him off is because a DK Metcalf little bubble pass wound up in the end zone but called back due to holding. Game-winning touchdown, wiped out due to holding, leading to a third interception of the night of Russell Wilson, which is so damn rare, leading to the eventual game-winning field goal for Arizona to make them 5-2 and leave as the only undefeated team in football through 7 weeks, your Pittsburgh Steelers, who had to hold on for dear life against the Titans. What a weekend. And I've barely scratched the surface. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.